Hey, welcome back to Leafy Life. I'm Susie, and this channel is my space to share my love of houseplants.
In this house, I am tending to leafy life, reaching green and bending toward the light. Leafy life, this is my leafy life.
So today I would like to show you this little sundew. It's a carnivorous plant. I think we have 3 different sundews in the UK, native to the UK. I haven't ever seen one in the wild, so I'd like to look into that a bit more. I will post the exact name of this particular one on the screen. So this one was, as you can tell, it's not doing terribly happily. It's not in perfect condition. It's got a lot of brown dead bits, which I'm about to trim off. I thought I'd show it to you first though, because it's a rescue basically. It was only £1.20 in the supermarket, reduced from £8. I had seen it in there for a while and was very tempted, but I had resisted for a long time, and then when I saw it at that price on its own on the shelf calling to me, I knew it needed to come and live in our family. My son hasn't seen this yet, but he will be delighted. I'm going to get snipping to improve the look of this, get rid of all that brown stuff, and yeah, start the road to recovery. I'm just down on the floor of my lounge and I've popped this old cutting mat down so I've got something to catch all the bits, and I'm just going to get snipping. It's probably going to take me a while. There's lots of bits to remove. I realise that a lot of carnivorous plants just don't look their best at this time of year, so going into winter they do die off a bit. Yeah, they have a lot of brown leaves, but yeah, I just wanted to give this one the best chance to be as healthy as possible and let in a lot of light and air to the rest of the plant because there's just so much brown. I'm actually pretty new to carnivorous plants. It's very recent that I've actually ever owned any, and yeah, I think they're really beautiful and fascinating and potentially quite useful around the house in terms of catching insects. But also my son loves them. He's fascinated by them, and so it's really nice to nurture that interest and start building our collection a little bit more. So yeah, I was really excited to find this one and to await his reaction when he got home from school. I'm just going quite carefully because it looks like there's some new growth coming through and I don't want to end up snipping all the promising stuff. I'm just going to try and show you that up close. So you can see it's kind of folded in, like rolled in on itself. Just about see. Come on, focus. Yeah, you can just about see kind of like a little ridge down the middle of it. So it's, yeah, I think it's still developing into one of these curly whirly bits. I love the little hairs and the shape of these. It looks like, I guess it's actually several plants. I mean, I've never really looked at these a lot in close-up before, but it looks like they've packed them into this pot quite a lot. So each sort of separate spider, I'm guessing, is an individual, potentially independent little plant, but it's good having them in a group because obviously it's gonna catch more flies that way. I'm hoping this will kind of, not that it has to earn its keep, but I'm hoping it will be very helpful and hopefully catch some flies, maybe fungus gnats here and there. My son would really like to feed insects to the carnivorous plants, and I haven't decided how I feel about that. I don't know. I suppose it's like having a pet, isn't it? One of the reasons I don't ever want a snake is that I love rodents and I don't want to have to feed them to a snake. It is a little bit different with insects, but yeah, I don't know. I would like it to just thrive on passing insects without me having to deliver insects to it. Yeah, I can see some more little bits of new growth actually just coming out of the centre here, and some more in this one down there. I think they've all got new growth coming. So yeah, it'll definitely be good to clear out all of this brown and yellow stuff and kind of clear back the soil as well. And I think it could do with a little bit of a drink. It's not completely parched and dried out, but I think it could do with a drink. And with these guys, I'm always careful not to give them tap water straight from the tap. They are sensitive to the chemicals in tap water. So if you can give it rainwater, that's perfect, or distilled water, or you can use tap water. It just needs to sit ideally for 24 hours or overnight, so that some of the sort of chemicals sort of, I think they kind of dissipate somehow. I don't really understand how that works, but yeah, if you can just let it stand and then use it the next day. I do that for my calathea, and what else? Well, definitely for these guys. I'm sure there's another plant I have currently that appreciates that as well, but it's gone out of my head. Time is now running away with me somewhat, and it's time to go get the kids from school. It's Friday, so I'm hoping some little handy helpers might help me with this snipping, because I think it's going to take a while. There's so much to remove.
There's a bunch over here. Look how many I got in one.
Wow, well done. Pretty good.
Look at you.
Can you see all right?
Yeah.
Do you want me to swivel it round so you can get some of these ones? Look, just here, there's loads. You can get all of those ones. Perfect.
I can so do that.
Cool.
I'm sorry. I don't want to carefully use the scissors to hold it back.
It's fiddly, isn't it?
Mummy, do we trim off the ones with brown ends?
Definitely.
Because just checking if
Yeah, well done.
they would get brown.
Well, I think they'll just carry on dying off, won't they?
Brown.
Well, I think so. That's my guess. I mean, it's certainly not going to stop going. It's not going to unbrown itself, is it? No. So ones like that I'm doing, definitely.
So, do you mean like this?
Yeah, definitely. Alright, so this is it fully trimmed. So it had to lose a lot of brown stems, but I feel like now the light and the air can get down in between all of the little clumps. And what we discovered as we were doing that was some really, hey lovely, teeny little babies, which I'm going to try and take a photo of and show you as a real close-up, because they are dinky. Hello, darling. So this is a teeny baby that we spotted. It was kind of coming loose, and I'm going to pot it up on its own, or maybe with some other little bits. But how cute and intricate is that? So I can actually show you on the video. This bit here, that whole little clump, is a fully formed teeny baby, and that bit right there is one that is just starting to open. You can see the hairs are still kind of coiled in, whereas on the other two little bits there, they're fully out. So yeah, pretty cute. So I do feel like the plant as a whole is actually healthy. It just needed a bit of attention. We just had to sort of uncover its potential. But yeah, it's got new growth, it's got babies forming, it's looking really green and lovely, and it's got many clumps. And yeah, going to give it a little drink just to make sure it doesn't dry out. It's not thoroughly dry, it's vaguely damp. So going to give it a drink. I'm gonna make a hanger for this one, and we're gonna pop it up underneath my son's bed so it can hang just behind the window area, so it'll get lots of nice bright light. I just feel like it really needs that to thrive, especially over the winter. So these plants, they can go dormant if they're not getting enough warmth, but inside and with some nice daylight coming in, it should just keep on growing. Even if growth slows down, it should stay active during the winter. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what it does next. And my son's very excited because it's going to live in his room, and yeah, it's a really cool little plant. I'm going to find out about the other types of sundews, especially the ones that live in our country. If I can, I will post up pictures here of what those look like. I think some of them are slightly rounder rather than the long curling bits. So these ones are like little curling tongues. So yes, there are 3 native to the UK sundews. There is rotundifolia, anglica, and intermedia. I thought there was longifolia as well, but that's actually just a name that refers to intermedia and another one, so it's just sort of like a blanket term. And here it is in its little stringy hanger, and looking pretty happy, pretty healthy, and yeah, we love it, and we're just going to keep an eye on it and hope that it stays happy. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this little sundew video, and if you have, please like, follow, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time. Bye!